Good evening. Welcome to AKN News. I'm your host, Amanda Nguyen. Your top stories: justice served. 163 years a little late. Edgar Allan Poe? More like Edgar Allan. No way, he's actually happy in the story. And then betrayal, but in the pettiest way possible. Starting off in Westbury, England, a man from Waterbury faces divorce after his wife found out that he was not actually deaf and had been faking it for more than 62 years to avoid having to listen to her wife. According to the divorce papers, 84-year-old Barry Dawson never spoke a single word in front of his 80-year-old wife, Dorothy, during the decades they had lived together. Continuing on that high note, in London, bringing an end to years of controversy and legal challenges, Scotland Yard officials announced Tuesday that they had freed 163-year-old British man James Babington Gaskell after DNA evidence found him innocent of murder charges related to notorious serial killer Jack the Ripper. Bringing it home to the land of the brave, in Boston, a discovery shedding light on the famous Macabre's author's less acknowledged qualities, literary historians at Harvard University unearthed Wednesday dozens of uplifting poems and breezy short stories written by Edgar Allan Poe later in his life after he got into the habit of jogging. Though Poe may be known for his dark tone and gothic sensibility, these writings paint vivid pictures of young love's ability to triumph in life's small, beautiful moments. Diary entries from this period seem to indicate that he was in a better place and he eventually even got down to a 7-minute mile. Poe died in 1849 at age 40 and reverted back to a dark, humorless style of writing following a disastrous ACL tear. Now on to Analysis with Amanda, your latest editorial segment. When I was younger, I was overshadowed as a kid. As a result, I would always fake sickness to go home because ultimately I wouldn't have to listen to my mom compare me to my perfect best friend because I could always turn up the TV. And just like my middle school, America is being bamboozled by this fake sickness the liberal snowflakes call depression. Depression isn't real, and America should stop funding research that and all other mental illnesses. People who pretend to be depressed, as proven by Edgar Allan Poe, aren't trying hard enough to be happy. Face it, brains can't be broken. That back pain your severe depression gives you, you just aren't strong enough. My mom had to quit school in the 3rd grade to work and to help feed her heavily impoverished family, and she is still sort of happy today. Kids these days, these millennials, get over yourselves and move on. Because again, depression isn't real, and just like my friend Edgar Allan Poe probably would have said, nothing is real. Thank you for listening to Analysis with Amanda. Speaking of nothing being real, sports. In a stern indictment of the cash-grabbing scandal that the student athletics organization was somehow kept completely in the dark about, the NCAA announced Monday the launch of an investigation into why it wasn't make millions off the recent college admissions controversy. After the disturbing revelations that massive bribes were being paid out to people other than us, we're launching an immediate inquiry into how we possibly missed out on this, said NCAA President Mark Emmert. Claimed it was a total failure of the system, that they were not taking in cash from wealthy celebrities when universities like Stanford, Yale, and USC were. In Alma, this is one problem no bridegroom ever wants to face. The local county clerk and newlywed, Jim Fitzpatrick, arrived at his wedding last Tuesday at the Dunning Memorial Chapel to find out that not one, not two, but every single one of his 6 groomsmen had shown up wearing a black tuxedo, just like him. It must have been a nasty shock for Jim, who spent upwards of $1,800 on his sleek, black capstone Italian tuxedo to see the 6 men whom he cherished so dearly as to have them stand on his side in the most monumental of occasions wearing the same garb as him. It's a small wonder that insiders predict Jim's wedding to collapse within the first 2 years. After a start like this, it may be best to just pack up and try again later. Maybe a private ceremony next time. In St. Louis, after walking to Schnapp's Senior Care Center and somehow getting past all the security checks, area man Henry Drummond told every single person that he was their grandson. Wow, what a beautiful reunion. Thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in to Now's with Amanda, signing off.